Okay, so I've built my quiz initially, but I want to add questions to it. So I'm going to go back into Edit. And once this loads, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Questions. All right, so I'm going to pick Questions here. And here is where I can add either new question groups, new questions, or I can find questions that I've uploaded. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new question. I'm going to create a question for this quiz from scratch. Okay, so you can come up here and you can name this question whatever you'd like. I'm just going to call it question 1. And then right here, you're going to determine what kind of question you would like it to be. Multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, fill in multiple blanks, multiple answers, multiple drop downs, matching, numerical answer, formula question, essay question, file upload question, or text. No question. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the most basic multiple choice. And I'm going to simply ask the question, what is 1 plus 1? Okay, very, very general question. Obviously, this is not going to fit well with my biology lab, but hey, that's okay. So the correct answer I know is 2, and then here is where I put in my additional possible answers. I will give my students 4 wrong answers and then 1 correct. So to add another answer, you just come down here and click on this, and then you will say, okay, this is actually 3. Didn't mean to put 2 there. And then 4. Okay, so I've got 2, 0, 1, 3, and 4. Now here, these little word bubbles you can click on, and you can actually add a comment to the answer. So I can say, that is correct, as long as we aren't talking about binary. Okay, done. All right, so I've got that one. I can come down to one of the others if I want to, and I could add a comment there as well. But you kind of get the gist of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to update the question now. So I now have this question. I've got the answers for it. And let me add one more question to this quiz. Okay, so this is going to be question 2, and I'm going to make it a true-false one. So here I'm going to say, okay, 1 plus 3 is equal to 5. Now right now it has true set as the correct answer, and we know that because it is green and we've got this green arrow next to it. So I know that 1 plus 3 is not 5, it is false, so I'm going to just hover over false, click on this arrow, and that now changes false to the correct answer. And again, I can add a comment here if I want to. I could say correct, 1 plus 3 is 4. I'll update the question. All right, so I've got my 2 questions. I like that. Okay, and I can go ahead and I can say save. I'm going to go ahead and save and publish this for now. And let's go ahead and drop this quiz into my modules. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and press plus, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to quiz. And here is my example quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and add that item. There's my quiz. It's worth 2 points. And let me go ahead and jump into student view, and we'll let the student take this quiz. Okay, so here is student view. And let's go to modules and example quiz. Okay, so here we go. All right, so this is what the students would see. 20 minutes, all that information, take the quiz. Okay, this lets the student know that there are 2 questions. They can actually jump to either of those questions by clicking on this. Okay, what's 1 plus 1? Let's say the student, for whatever reason, didn't know, said 1. Okay, and then question 2. Let's say that the student thinks, this is false. Okay. Now here's the other cool thing. Students can actually bookmark questions. So if you put all your questions on one page and the student wants to come back to that question because he or she is not sure of it, they can mark it without actually giving it an answer. And it reminds them up here, hey, you marked this question, you might want to go back and check it. Okay, so I'm the student, I've got everything I need, I'm going to go ahead and submit the quiz. Okay, and that tells me, oh, I got 1 out of 2. So I might want to take the quiz again. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the quiz again. Okay, so let me see here. I was thinking, all right, I know that this was false. I studied that, and now 1 plus 1, okay, that is 2. All right, awesome. And I can submit the quiz, and this time it's going to say correct, that I got 2 out of 2. It keeps that grade, and then I can come down here, and it's going to go ahead and walk me through what I got right and what I got wrong. Okay. So that is ultimately how quiz creation works. In the next few videos, we're going to start looking at some of the other types of questions we can create on quizzes. And we're also going to look at some of the more creative things we could do with the rich content editor, as well as uploading test banks. And then finally, in addition to that, we're also going to look at what you can do if you've got a student who has additional needs in terms of the time frame that he or she can take that exam or quiz. Okay? So that is quiz creation.